All right, everyone, it's time for Vermont Issues episode 62. Vermont's investigating a California-based solar firm, and it's just a symbol of what goes wrong with this state. The solar firm, apparently, they filed the paperwork that they needed to do to put up solar roofing in the state of Vermont. But they forgot that they needed paper copies as well as like the online filing. So now the state of Vermont said, oh no, you can't do anything. We've got to investigate you. Thus showing a startling level of hypocrisy here. Vermont says we want green energy. You know, even Phil Scott, who's a Republican, he's like, oh yeah, well, climate change is the biggest issue that we face as a people. And the state of Vermont, it's like overwhelmingly blue. It's staffed completely by Democrats. The House, supermajority Democrat. The Senate, supermajority Democrat. The governor, kind of a Republican, but he's basically a Democrat. By national standards, he'd be like Elizabeth Warren mode or something, I guess, other than on guns. So here these people say, well, we need more green energy. But this solar firm that's actually putting up green energy, and we've actually had no physical problem with them, they didn't file the right papers, so, you know, basically screw yourself. Doesn't this exemplify the state of Vermont's problem with business in the first place? Not just with green energy, not just with this particular solar firm, but in a general sense. If somebody wants to set up shop in the state of Vermont, they got to sign all the paperwork, have 10 lawyers probably and accountants to look over the process. Otherwise, they get screwed. I would think at least on green energy, which is something the state of Vermont actively wants to come in and make actual jobs here, actually set up shop and be based here, or at least have some sort of outlet here so people can get their solar panels. Now, because I think they subsidize them on the state level as well, although that may have lapsed. I knew that in the past they did give a rebate on it, and it was a substantial rebate. And solar panels went up everywhere. The local elementary schools slapped with solar panels. I think there are 2 or 3 fairly decent-sized solar fields in the general area, all along this one part of Rutland. You go up to the Middlebury area, there's a vast field of solar panels up there. Burlington has a lot of them, although the early ones are like basically UVM's pet projects, sort of like their windmills there. But this is just a symbol of the difficulty with doing business in a legalistic state like Vermont. It's not like within Texas. Oh, you signed Form A? Okay, well, you can set up all your donut shop. And so everyone moves there. They're like, well, you know, I have enough to basically create a structure and supply it so I can sell something or do something. Yeah, I'm in business. And by the way, the state income tax rate is 0. Here, I think, what about the sales tax in Texas? I don't even know that they have a sales tax. Might be a foreign concept to them. I don't remember any sales tax down there. Up here, 7% sales tax. Up to, I think it's 9% personal income tax if you're in the top bracket or some insane number like that. That's on par with the most high-tax parts of the United States. And we don't even have the infrastructure to justify the fact that we would have such a high tax rate. Like road-wise, in some other states, you know, you go to California. Yeah, there's high taxes, a lot of fees, a lot of legalese, but they do have a huge infrastructure. They do have like the 10-lane highways in the mega cities and stuff. So there's something to, there are firms that are capable of surviving it. Here in Vermont, no, it's like, you know, Ma and Pa's barn-based bookstore. No, screw you. We don't want you to do business in this state. Even a solar firm that's not even based here has problems. Oh, well, we didn't file the right paperwork. We thought we did. We filed it online. Did they have a lawyer look over this process? Probably because of how opaque it is. They probably did, and the lawyer didn't even know. It's probably what happened. The state should just back off and say, okay, well, you know, we can do that later because you're already building something in the state. There are already people working within the state to do this. Wouldn't you want there to be those few jobs and some green energy? I would think so. If green energy is getting inconvenienced, of all things, in the state of Vermont by the legalese and bureaucratic process, I would think, wouldn't that be a good indicator that all the other businesses are never actually going to come here? The state of Vermont would be a fine place to do business if we didn't try to screw those businesses over on a regular basis. Think, this is a solar firm. This is something the government actively petitions. Yeah, we want your solar in Vermont, trust us. Come on in, we'll give you all sorts of subsidies. And then they do this. Oh, you didn't file that piece of paper right. So you can't do anything in this state anymore for a while. That's about all. Peace out.